Well, forgive me in advance for this, Bertie, but Willkommen in Woking.
Oh yeah, very good. It was much better than I probably expected. Yeah, very good. Thank you.
Not at all. First of all, the most obvious question, how do we say your name properly?
Berti Schotterl.
Schotterl.
Yeah, it was quite
Bit
good.
like the Euro tunnel.
But if I get a different pronunciation like Schotterl or Schotterl, I'm fine. I don't take it too serious, so it's okay.
No, it's important to get people's names right.
Yeah, Berti Schotterl.
Excellent, thank you. Well, as I said already once, welcome to Woking. Let's go back to when you were a lad. You grew up in Nuremberg, is that right?
Yeah,
in that area?
I'm born there, and my family's from there, and yeah, that's my home basically. It is, yeah.
And when did you start playing football at all?
When I was 4 or 5 maybe. So
Yeah.
I was in goal very early, as my father was a goalkeeper.
Okay.
So probably with 5 already I was with my gloves on in the goal, yeah.
Oh, that's disappointing. I was hoping you were a centre forward who one day had to play in goal.
I was in my first year, but then I realised maybe I'm quite good at. I was tall already at this time for my age, so I said okay, let's try it, and I was okay, so I stayed in, and then I did the process all the way, yeah.
And you've been playing in goals since you were 5?
Yeah, pretty much. Of course, there was time in youth where I also did both at the same time, bit of outfield playing and striker, of course. Nothing else than that.
Being tall.
Yeah, that's all you can as a goalkeeper, either you're a striker or you're a goalie. Maybe centre back sometimes, but yeah. So
Sure. So let's get another thing out of the way. How tall are you?
I'm 6'4". Like
6'4".
in Germany we have 193.5. We have them sort of measurements,
Right.
but in England 6'4". Yeah.
And the 0.5 is very important, isn't it?
It is. In Germany the centimeters are different than the inches, so that's what we always take with it. Yeah.
Okay. What I know, when you first came to England, you went to Watford, didn't you, and spent a year there when you were about 17.
Yeah,
is that
exactly.
right?
I came to England when I was 17.
How did that come about?
Basically by just coincidence. I was always looking to come to England, and I was already in England when I was 15 for a trial at Barnsley FC. But at this time, my parents decided it was too early. Finish your school, make your degree in Germany, and I decided to follow their advice and do it. And then in the end, it turned out a good decision because I got an even bigger offer then to go on trial with Watford, and it worked out in the end. Yeah, it was in February 2012, I think. We went to Watford, me and my dad, and I was spending there a week, 1.5. And yeah, in the end they signed me.
Right. So you played for the age group team or the youth team or the under 23s?
The under 18s, but I was training a lot of times with the first team, with the under 18s. And I took a lot out of it because there was Manuel Almunia. He was a big idol for me. He was the number 1. Helped me out many times. And it was just a great time for me. You have sometimes the possibility to train with these great players as well, because we nearly did the promotion this season. Unfortunately, playoff final Wembley, they didn't manage to do it.
Right.
But yeah, it was a great team, great club, and great experience.
But notwithstanding all that, you then went back to Germany.
Yeah, I went back to Germany. Unfortunately, maybe a bit of homesickness or whatever you want to call it. But in the end, decisions are there to be made, and I decided to go home. I was young, 18, 19 years. And yeah, that was the decision at that time.
And you went to a club in Leipzig?
Yeah, that was then my last club I played for. I came around quite a bit in Germany.
Yes.
And my last club I played for was in Leipzig, around 2.5, 3 hours north of my hometown, Nuremberg.
Right, and what sort of level was that club compared to English football?
Probably like National League, I would say. Probably something like that. But different kind of football. You can't compare it at all, I would say.
Really?
So we were training every day. We were a full-time club. We did try to be a professional environment every day. But like I say, it's completely different kind of football what German teams play and what English teams does. But I prefer the English style. That's why I'm here again now. Yeah.
What is it about the English style that is it because you get more involved as a goalkeeper?
Probably, yeah. And I think from the other hand, it just suits my playing style a bit more than the German way maybe. But not only that, I think just if you work hard here, people help you, and if they see that, they try to help you and try to help you succeed and make you better. And I think that's just a very big thing in England. In Germany, sometimes I think that gets overlooked, like attitude and these things. They don't see it as important as they do over here. So I just like that over here, that kind of mentality of managers, of players, of people.
That's very interesting. And of course, I think German football authorities have begun to become a little bit worried about England now, haven't they? With our under 20s and under 18s and winning all these trophies.
Yeah, but you can see it. The academy style in England is much different to the German ones. I was at an academy club, a professional club, but we were in different schools, for example. everybody met in the afternoon for training, and that was it. When I saw it at Watford, I was finished with school, but the other lads, they went in the same school together every morning or every second morning, and the other mornings they trained. But that's how it should be. It's just much more professionalism, I would say.
Right. So you then came back to England. I read in an interview with you that you were missing England.
I was basically, yeah, especially the people, how they treat football in general.
Right.
And yeah, I was missing that thing a lot, yeah.
So when you first came back, was that when you went to Fulham?
Yeah, I was
to trial.
I was offered by very, very big friend and mentor of mine, Martin Brennan. He helped me out a lot. He was a former goalkeeper coach at Fulham. He has a goalkeeper school now. And he helped me out a lot. And then through him I got into Vic Bertinelli. He's the goalkeeping hero at Fulham FC. And yeah, they helped me out massively. I can live with them, train with them every day. And since, yeah, like you said, probably end of January or something, I'm doing that, and yeah, they helped me out so much, and I'm happy to have them, because otherwise probably, I don't know if I would have stayed and or not just have said, oh, I'll go back to Germany, have nothing found, but they helped me. They made me believe in a way, and in the end it worked out that I could play some games, or quite a lot of games for Dartford.
Right.
And yeah, so.
Yeah, so that was the back end of last season. You were in fact. You played sort of dozen games or something in a row for Dartford, didn't you?
Like since I joined them, I think it was mid end of February. Played every game since. Also the playoff semi-final. Then unluckily we lost.
Yeah, I was just going to say that must have been an exciting time to be playing for them.
It was very exciting. 12 games, 11 wins, many clean sheets. So we had a good time, good defensive records, good record at all. And just unlucky in the end that we by goal difference didn't. I don't know if people followed it. Maybe just by goal difference on the last day, 10 minutes before the end we were up, but then. In the end, we needed to go into the playoffs, and it shouldn't be, didn't mean to be. Yeah.
Never mind. So, why Woking then?
Probably the biggest role is Dawes, because he saw me play against Hampton and Richmond, and maybe some people saw it as well. It was a very muddy game, probably the muddiest of all season. Everybody was surprised it was on. We won 1-0, 94th minute with Dartford. I did a belly slide. Maybe he can speak about it later now, but. Funny enough, yeah, and he saw me play, and probably, yeah, straight after he got announced, we were in touch, and I didn't have much to think about, to be fair. I met him even before I signed for Dartford, because Hampton was also maybe a club what I was expecting to get some games, as Fulham is very close, and the place I live there from Fulham FC. And yeah, that's how we met the first time. Unfortunately, this time it didn't work out, the club couldn't do anything, but you always meet twice, and that's the second time now, so that's how it happened.
Well, however it happened, we're very glad you're here, and once again, this time in English, a very warm welcome to Woking Football Club.
Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to it.